Hey everyone, this is just a short video that I'm going to be doing, showcasing my entire display that I've collected throughout the entire year because I started last February or January collecting. So that is what I'm going to be showing off. So yeah. Alright, starting off with, I'm going to showcase the Avengers and basically explain how it came to be. So I actually had no intention on starting this. I actually started because I picked up this Hawk. And I went to go pick up like just a couple figures just to have. That's it. I wasn't going to have a huge display like I have now. Like I was just gonna have a couple of them. But then I was on a website one night and I saw this Captain America and this Iron Man. Captain America was normal price, but when I saw him in store when I was also picking up this Hawk, I just loved his design, just classic look, and it came with the like back piece or like backdrop, I think, and it was pretty cool. But then what really caught my attention is that this Iron Man was $14. That was a great deal. I had to get him, so I eventually bought him. And then when I had all three of these set up, I'm like, okay, I need a Thor now. And then I picked up this Thor. And let me tell you something, this Thor is fantastic. I love his design, the detail on him, the hammer, all of it is amazing. And then who else? Then, well, actually, this was the first one I picked up. This is the first one. I actually got this one 2 years ago because I saw her from the trailers. She looked cool. This figure is okay, not the best, but it is what it is. And I slowly, little by little, started picking up the rest. And then next thing I knew, I already had a whole set of Avengers. This War Machine, I love him. I know they came out with a version that I think is like more reflective. That one's really cool. I actually prefer this one a little bit more. But yeah. And then also too, when the other one came out, I wasn't even collecting. I had no intention on collecting, so that's why I didn't pick them up. But yeah, that's my Avengers. Love this Black Panther and more. All of it. It's fantastic. And yes, there's our Mighty Thor down there. So yeah. Next up is my X-Men and Fantastic Four line. I picked these all up because a lot of these were on sale, and I love the Fantastic Four. But like most of these, like I think these two together were like less than $40. I think they were like, well, maybe $30 together. And at GameStop had a really good deal on these two back here, the Human Torch and the Thing. So I had to pick them up. And I prefer the costume design of these compared to the black and blue one. But yeah, they were really cool. And then it's X-Men. Oh yeah, started collecting the X-Men I think back in May. And this is what I have so far. I know some of these characters don't match with the other one, like this Age of Apocalypse, 90s, Uncanny, but I still like them. To me, I don't need to collect an entire lines. If I like the figures and put them together, that's all that matters. And then this little display or this little metal set piece actually came with a Wolverine from the 2000s figure line. I think Toy Biz did it. But yeah, I picked it up. And then my nephew was the one who suggested, like, why don't you take it out and use it as, like, debris for, like, displays? And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So that's who I have. I'm going to be adding more to my X-Men. I want a Jean Grey, and there's that new Cyclops that they got coming out that I'm really excited about. Also, Psylocke, I do want to get her, but she's going to be very hard to get for sure. So yeah, I'm adding definitely more to this. I do want to add a Doctor Doom here, but he's gonna be hard to find. But yeah, I don't know about I think I'm done with the Avengers collecting, but not the X-Men, and then maybe Doctor Doom. So yeah. All right, next is my Justice League right here that I basically on almost all of these besides the X-Men and Fantastic Four have been unintentionally like gathering them. Like I actually started off my Justice League with just the Batman. I love the Arkham game, so I only had intention on getting him. But then I saw John Stewart on sale. So, you know, I think I saw him at the store. I saw him at the store, and I'm like, I need to get him because I love John Stewart. He's my favorite Green Lantern, so I picked him up. And then this Superman, because I want a classic Superman. As you can see, I love like classic lines and all that stuff. But I needed Superman, and I couldn't find him except for this one, and he was only $15. So I was like, hell yeah, I'll pick him up. I got Dr. Fate over there. I picked up Dr. Fate when I got the Black Adam, as you'll see in a minute. And then this Flash, I actually love the design of his outfit. I know the storyline that goes with it. Fantastic. So I decided to get him, and this Wonder Woman just looks awesome. So that's how I got these. All right, and then right here, this is probably the most unique display piece I have set up. So I have my Spider-Man here, and before I added in these Midnight Suns, that's what I'm calling them, I actually had the Batman here, my Batman characters. So yeah, love these Spider-Man. I've always loved Spider-Man and Spider-Man and Batman are probably like two of my favorite. With Superman as well. They're both like they're in my top three of all time. So yeah, but let me explain how I have this set up. So this Spider-Man is actually the Renew Your Vows, as you can see, with MJ. But I swapped the head with the Ben Riley head because I'm not the biggest fan of the huge eyes. So I swapped the heads, and I think it looks fine. I think the coloring may be a little bit off, but no issue with me. The first one I got was this No Way Home Spider-Man that came from Shop Disney. So yeah, I picked him up. Amazing fantasy right here. Love him. Symbiote Spider-Man. I think I started off this collection. Yeah, well, first it was with that obviously, but then I picked up Symbiote and Ben Riley, and then here's Spider Woman, and yeah, and I actually have a piece right here that comes with the Build-A-Figure. I had no intention of continuing to build this, but I just added it in. But here, so I want to build my own Midnight Suns, but there's only 3 members I have at the moment. Well, kind of. I don't know if I'm going to keep this Wolverine into the Midnight Suns, but my members I want to add after having Moon Knight and Ghost Rider is Daredevil, Punisher, Blade, and then maybe Black Knight. Yeah, I know some of those characters aren't in the Midnight Suns, but I don't even think there's too much or too many comics on it. So like I'm just gonna have my own personal take on it. So and then I have this Constantine right here because I think it fits in with this whole like display thing. And I got this bottom piece, flame piece from the 2-pack of Batman and Azrael, which is there's that Batman right there. And then I have this Batman here actually because he's not the from the McFarlane line. He's actually I don't remember who it was before because I wasn't collecting, but he's 6-inch and it scales correctly with these guys, but not the back of there. So yeah, and then that's why I like Constantine in the back because he's actually 7-inch and he hides perfectly behind them, but not completely. You can still see him. So yeah, and then I have my the Batman animated series, and Batman vs Superman armored version. But I think this is like black. It's a black suit. So yeah, that's what I have there. All right, and then right here, finally, is going to be the whole bottom display. I actually turned it into the villain section because, as you can tell, here's Marvel, and then here's like DC and somewhat DC and Marvel. I mean, obviously you can tell, but I was gonna separate the two kinds like that, but I realized I have a lot of DC villains, like a lot, and I have a lot of Spider-Man too. Like a lot of like it just wouldn't fit correctly. That's what I realized. So I decided to have the entire bottom shelf be villains, sort of, yeah, and then I just have it like this because I like how these two combine together with the colors, and then this is just it's madness, but I love it. So let me start here with I got Null and Venom with the King of Black 2-pack. Got it for Christmas. Love it. Look at that Venom. He is awesome. I got this. I think it's Diamond Select Green Goblin, and he comes with this Peter Parker here. I think it's from a comic. Like it's inspired by the cover of a comic. But this Null is really good. Underrated. Completely underrated. And I love the sword. There's Gore the God Butcher with his own Necro sword. What else? I love the DC villains here. That's why I got so many of them. But I'm gonna start off with this Scarecrow. Oh my god, I love this figure. There's so much detail on him. I hope you can see it, but he's fantastic. And then his eyes look horrifying. And I added like this little blade thing here because I didn't know what to do with the hand. But I love this figure. He is awesome. I got Black Adam, the cloak version, because I think that looks really awesome, even though the movie's kind of iffy. Love him. Love him. He's a pain in the ass to stand up, though. Harley Quinn, I love Harley, so I decided to pick this up. Batman Who Laughs. This figure's kind of okay, but I love the character of the Batman Who Laughs, so that's why I had to get him. But his neck kind of seems a little short. I don't know, but he's kind of cool. Okay, now here. This Scarecrow. I picked up this Scarecrow recently. It is awesome. I love the design. I have no idea. Like, I know it comes from, like, maybe like a comic. No idea. Haven't read it. I might go into it and look at it because I love this figure. I got the Talon back here. He looks amazing. I love how simple it is. The gold really stands out. I love it. And then I love the two swords on the back. Amazing. I I can't even start to describe how enjoyable it is to have this Deathstroke, because he is. Every time I look at him, there's so much more to him. Like, look at the. I know this is just like normal black, but there's so much detail right here. And then the knife, you can put it by his boot here. The sword. This figure is great. Like I said earlier, I'm a huge fan of the Arkham series, so I had to get this Joker to match him with my Batman. I got the sword. He is a thing of beauty, but I do need to pick up a classic version of Joker. And then here's the Batman Who Laughs. I'm so happy I got this dude because I think he looks way better than the other Batman Who Laughs who I have. The only problem is that his arms were kind of loose when I opened them, but that's no issue. I'm just gonna have him displayed. I got this Superman, infected Superman that comes along, or not doesn't come along, but it's like a part of the whole storyline. And same thing with that Robin. And then here's Azrael from the 2-pack with Batman. I love that sword. Thing of beauty. So awesome. And yeah, that's basically who I have at the moment. I'm going to keep unboxing, obviously, but if you guys like these types of videos, let me know so I can start to do longer versions of them. And yeah, at the moment, I'm really satisfied with my display. Obviously, like I said, I'm going to continue to add to my Midnight Suns. And speaking of which, I even got the 3-pack Daredevil that I'm gonna open up soon, and I may do it in a longer format. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought of this. Yeah, I'm really enjoying collecting all of these, and until next time, see ya.